Inglewood plays today's Friday, right? Inglewood plays tonight, so we're going to be checking that game. So their first game. So tons of D1 talent, like I mentioned, with Central. Was able to go to their scrimmage last night. Jelani Dipple at quarterback. He looks as good as ever. Just puts the ball on the money, right? And it's one of those deals where if you lined up, some football players and you would point out who the quarterback was, you have an image in your mind of what a typical quarterback should look like. Yeah. You're hoping, 6'2", 6'1", 180, something like that. But Dipple is not that quarterback. He's not even 6 feet tall. Mm-hmm. He's kind of slight of stature, but the dude can sling it. Yeah. He's going to put up some massive numbers this year. And then, of course, Brandon Smith, who I think is one of the best two-way players in the state of California. And no shortage of talent for sure, but it's going to be an extremely tough matchup for the Bengals.
The Bengals are dangerous because I still think, even though they won, they are chip on their shoulder. Nobody talked about us last year. Nobody bothered to mention us last year. And I know they won't. I mean, I had a couple players, 2 weeks ago admit, we weren't too thrilled about the lack of coverage that we had. And now I think everybody is going to recognize it. And I still think they can carry that into this season and say, I'm glad you're talking about us now because we're the team to talk about in the Central section. And obviously we'll see what the play looks like. And there's some other teams that want to say, hey, we have a different opinion in that situation, and we'll get into them. But I don't know if there's been a more intriguing team going into their season than maybe Central has, based off of what everything factored in to what they have, to what they're bringing in, to the talent they have, to the new name change, which some people could say, well, that's a non-factor, but some people really legitimately feel like that's going to feel a little different. I mean, Paul, let's be frank. I wasn't excited to be saying maybe touchdown Kodiaks. I think I'm ready to say touchdown Bengals a little bit better this year than that.
Yeah, I agree. And there's uniform and branding things that you just have to go through. It's a little bit of a headache, but hey, look good, play good, so to speak. But I mean, Central's prime for a really good season.
Yeah. Did you see the photo shoot they did with their uniforms?
I did. Right, it looks pretty cool.
With Biggs standing there.
Yeah, with his rings, gunning for a fifth Central Section title. So yeah, those pictures are pretty cool. I got to be honest.
I can't confirm they did not actually have a live tiger there standing behind them.
An AI tiger?
They did not pull strings at the Fresno Chaffee Zoo to get a real tiger behind them in that shoot, but it still looks pretty cool. The other side of it, and there's some intriguing transfer stuff going on with this team. Clovis, I know some news broke last night of a player coming in, a 4-star recruit. Clovis is adding, and I think Clovis is, if you have your power rankings, you put them out. I think this is the next team to talk about going into this year, right?
So Frontier and Bakersfield is pretty loaded this year. And I had them at number 3 last week, and I was kind of saying, well, Clovis, as like the old, right, 2A, 2B kind of thing. And all of a sudden, this week, some news popped up, and I think Clovis is the number 2 team now at Frontier. And the reason why, and if you know, this is no secret now since it's public, but Israel Briggs, who's a 4-star football player, transferred from Mount Whitney to Redwood, University of Miami commit, has transferred to Clovis High, and he's 6'5". If you saw that highlight that Gabe Camarillo tweeted out, he's a dude, right? And he's going to be a playmaker for Deegan Rose. So say whatever you want out there. He's been practicing with the team. Pretty sure he's going to be eligible by the CIF. That's for another discussion down the line how all that stuff works. But anyway, he's a difference maker. He's a game changer, and it's going to be a scary team.
I can't wait to see what they look like as far as their season is concerned. I just hope they're ready for the moment too, because Clovis, as much as the talent level is there, I don't know if they played in the big moments just quite as much as these other teams may have had. Central's been in those big moments, we'll see what Clovis West looks like too in those big moments as well. They beat a team that's a state champ. They did last year. There's no mistake in that when they beat Edison of Huntington Beach. So I'm curious to see what Clovis can do when the lights are bright, when the pressure's on, if they fold or if they go after it. I know we have them second week of the year against Salinas, which has its all kinds of different storylines around that anyway, with the rivalry, with the rodeo bowl situation going on. Can't wait to see what that is. And
The belt.
That'll be
belt.
that'll be Pat Hill's first game with it too, and Pat's pretty thrilled about that game as well. So there's a lot of juice around it.
Well,
Yeah.
really quick, Phil. So Clovis and Frontier, those two teams I talked about,
Yeah.
right? A and B are now, I think Clovis has separated themselves. They play each other. Clovis is playing at Frontier week 3.
Interesting.
So that game is going to tell us a lot about each team.
Yeah, especially with the rankings and where that all situates, especially when you get to the grand scheme of it all, which is the playoffs. And I think I'll save the playoff discussion for you tomorrow's show. I think you're going to dive into it a little bit more. We learned some stuff from the CIF meeting today about some not potential some changes.
It's
to
happening. Yeah,
it's happening. It's here, and they're evaluating and I'll just say this: they're figuring out how the move up versus move down situations are, more specifically on the move up situations and divisions on the football side. But you're going to break it down tomorrow. I wanted to get into we have a lot of games here on the slate, a lot of good diversity of teams represented. Is there a game you're kind of like you feel like is going to be a sneaky, really fun one right here on the docket, maybe towards the tail end? I know we got some of the track loaded on the back end. Well, how about anything in the kind of the middle section of our schedule that you're looking at there?
Well, Kerman, right? Yeah. I don't think we've ever broadcasted a game at Kerman before. So, yeah, it's Kerman's CVC.
Don Arax's team coming into town, take on Kerman, who's a Central Section defending champion, Damon Jenkins. Well, how about those two minds going
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's no lack of storylines going into that one. But think of it this way, too. Central Valley Christian, we know what Bryson Donaldson did last year for Fresno State. We're looking forward to watching him on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. And I've watched football and sports in general in high school pretty intently for the last 10 years. And those final games that Bryson Donaldson played for Central Valley Christian and going into that state championship was extremely dominant. And I didn't realize this until I saw from the Visalia Times Delta, but Central Valley Christian has been in 7 straight Central Section finals.
Wow.
Either in D2 or D3. So obviously they haven't won 7 straight, right? But been in 7 straight. So that's extremely impressive. And that great run that they had last year before they lost to Bakersfield Christian in the finals. But hey, that's right. That's about as good as it gets if you're looking ahead, Kerman and CVC.
Here's what's interesting about our schedule. If I pointed out, I haven't had a chance to look at a lot of Bakersfield last year. We didn't get a lot of Bakersfield. We get a couple Bakersfield on here, so we get an idea of where the South Valley looks at as far as that's concerned. When Bullard is hosting Bakersfield, I think that's a close matchup. I just think in competitiveness, I'm curious to see what that looks like in terms of those games. And plus, I think we're going to see Frontier. We're going to see Frontier and what their special players are going to look like. And Clovis North, what
Frontier,
that program
Clovis North,
who's entering a new chapter of their program and what that'll look like. Sometimes the first year head coaches can make a lot of the difference in what they bring in and what they provide. And we'll see what this new look North team will look like in that game against Frontier. I think it's week 6 that we got it there at Clovis North. So
on the 26th of September, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Hey, one quick thing, really quick. You mentioned the Bullard and Bakersfield game. So the scrimmage last night they went to was Bullard and Central. And we talk about this, Phil, too, is the eyeball test.
Yeah.
Right. In every sport, you watch warm-ups, you see teams enter the field, and you're like, oh, okay, that guy looks like a dude. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you got 6'5", 6'6", basketball and football. You want those big numbers to be your big guys, your hefty guys. Bullard looked like a different team from last year already. I watched their scrimmage from a year before, and even throughout the year, they had some line problems, both offensive and defensive line. And I tell you what, their line looks a lot better, and they're going to need some protection for Tyler Franklin, who's thrown a really good football for Bullard. So, yeah, looking at Bullard's non-league, they start off with Clovis East at La Monica, and obviously we know what Clovis East did last year, entered George Petrosons as the new head coach, but they retain a lot of those players on defense. I think their defense is going to be really tough. So that first week, Clovis or Bullard at Clovis East, I'm interested in that.
And we know we called that game last year, and I think Bullard's got a lot to say about how they played in that game. I think they're ready to show up a little bit more for that one than last year, because last year was rough for the Bullard Knights. Paul, I'm talking outside of the football realm of things. We had our CIF meeting today. I know you were there and talking with all the great folks over at the CIF Central Section, which, by the way, it amazes me what they can do with the amount of bodies that work in that office. Three people running what Ryan Toss said, the third largest section in California outside of Sackwalk and Southern.
Yeah,
which is just
Sackwalk Keene section up north. Yeah, and Southern, it's the third biggest. Yeah.
Talked about some things, obviously, and where the health of the section is. It looks really, I feel like things are really moving in a positive trajectory. There are some things they want to address, though, for the folks here. Maybe we can kind of do a little PSA for the folks here. It is a little alarming for them that they mentioned to us that it was the first time in a few years we've seen a rise in ejections at games, and we're talking specifically the parent ejections. Paul, you've been around plenty of games. You've seen this a little bit. It's getting maybe a little bit too much, obviously, sometimes when we hear it from the parent side. So I think the CIF, it sounds like they're going to crack down a little bit more, and the administrators are going to crack down a little bit more on this, more harsher penalties. I think this is a good step for the CIF because, frankly, it gets annoying when you have games stopped because parents can't control themselves. We were there at a certain game. It happened even on a game we were getting ready to broadcast. So, Paul, I think this is a good measure that the CIF is going to get to. I'm telling you, parents, behave yourself. It's going to get a little harsher than you think when it comes to that.
And you think of all the sports and how close proximity-wise parents are to referees or the players, right? Football's different. You got a track and, right, you hear certain noise every once in a while at football games, but, basketball games, right? We've talked about the close-knit environment that it is, and you hear everything at basketball games, right? Gyms can get loud and things can get lost in it, but heck, I've been to plenty of basketball games, and believe me, the administrators for the most part, do a really good job of keeping an eye on some parents. Administrators get a bad rap sometimes, but they're always on the lookout for some parents and whatnot that are getting a little out of control. So usually what happens is an admin will nicely, right, give a little warning to the parents, say, hey, you know what? We appreciate you being here. Yeah. We need you to lay off the refs a little bit. You represent, the school that you are rooting for. Because everybody knows, right? It's usually not a neutral person yelling at the refs. So, that's usually how it goes. But, I'm happy that CIF is going to crack down. It's kind of an issue. And, Phil, we've seen it in all the sports. So, yeah, good on them. So, good PSA here on 1430 ESPN to let people know they're going to crack down.
Frankly, who cares? Like, when you're going to complain about it, who cares about what you're going to say? Nobody. It's not changing the outcome of anything. No. You're certainly not going to fix anything for it. The refs are just going to not. They're just going to be in a different state of mind when it comes to that, and they're going to be thinking about you.
And let's be honest, right? Sometimes, if you got a ref with a big ego, it could actually be a detriment to your team, right?
Exactly.
Like, I ain't going to listen to that joker over there, that clown yelling at me. In fact, foul. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Think about the psychology of it, folks. It is not worth it, and you could be seeing some people not being allowed at events anymore. Like, do you really want that?
We said that too, right? I missed the first part, so
the harsher penalty. I'm saying, see ya. No more events. Like, if you violate it, like, and so I like that idea. I think it'll fix everything. I think we frankly need people to be better at games. This is why we're in a ref epidemic as we speak. We're still trying to figure that one, especially with umps, baseball umps. Man, it's rough.
It's tough getting one ump for a JV game.
Exactly. So if we want kids to be playing sports, we want people to behave themselves. Allow us to just play the games. It's sports. It's fun, Paul.
It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun.
It's supposed to be fun. All right. Paul, you got your show tomorrow. You want to give a little tease of the guest list for tomorrow's show?
So I've listened to the people. The people have spoken, and they love talking about games, future matchups, rankings, all that good stuff. So the first half hour of the show, I'm breaking down some teams and players to watch and games that I'm really interested and rankings as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I got Cannon Sanchez, the head football coach at Hanford High School. He's
all right.
Always game
Hanford
to come
on our schedule this year against Redwood.
Good call. And Cannon's great. Trevor Horn down in Bakersfield. So we're going to hear more about Frontier, Liberty, Bakersfield Christian. Shafter's going to have a really good team. He does a fantastic job down in Kern County with high school sports. So he's coming on. Gabe Camarillo, who broke that story about Israel Briggs transferring to Clovis, he put himself out there. He got up early in the morning and took his camera and got some good footage. He's coming on to just talk about that and what he saw at practice, what he's heard. And Phil, we're going to have about 10, 15 minutes, and we're going to be talking about some of those things that we heard from the CIF Central section. It's fascinating, right? And about how, the base divisions, what's that going to look like? The talk for the last 3 or 4 years with these base divisions is, hey, it's no fair. This team went 9-1, 10-0 sometimes. You're going to play up a division, even though you had a great senior class. We're going to penalize you, maybe even go on the road. Well, all that stuff is going to be thrown out. So they come up, the advisory board has come up with a great solution. So excited to talk to you about that tomorrow.
I'm going to hear about the 25% rule, and I'll leave it at that. 25% rule. Yeah, the quarter rule, or whatever they're going to call it, however they're going to coin it. Anyways, Paul, appreciate it. As always, First String Sports, 10 a.m. to noon, as always, and can't wait to hear what you got tomorrow.
I'm excited. And then I'm excited to call some football games with you, Phil.
Yeah, we're going to need to stay cool next week. That is for sure. But you know what? I say this because we'll get the hot weather there. I have a good feeling that the Fresno State home opener is going to be pretty decent weather.
6:30 kickoff for that one, right?
6:30. 6:30. I think it's a little earlier because they're trying to get Georgia Southern back out in Georgia. It's a long flight. All right, Paul. Have fun tomorrow. Thanks for joining the show.
I will. Thanks for the invite.
All right. Paul Metters, Central Valley Sports Report. Stay with us. My show rolls on here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader.
The Central Valley Sports Leader has you covered for the local angle with the Central Valley Sports Report hosted by Paul Metters. Paul is back for year 5 and is ready to give you the insight and knowledge of everything you need to know when it comes to high school sports. From the coaches and player interviews to the game recaps week by week, as well as talking with all the insiders that have the pulse when it comes to prep sports in the Central Valley. Central Valley Sports Report, airing 10 a.m. to noon, live from First String Sports every Saturday on 1430 ESPN Fresno.
Roger Dunn has the new Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke Drivers to take your game to the next level. State-of-the-art technology. They've created the most advanced driver face in the history of Callaway Golf. The AI Smart Face is designed to create a sweet spot, and not just the center, but all over the face. AI Smoke Drivers, fairway irons, and putters. The AI Smoke Driver, it's sweeter from every spot. Paradigm AI Smoke Drivers. Remember, you're always number one at Roger Dunn.
From breezy linen to performance polos, the Patrick James Summer Collection defines cool, effortless style. It's where classic West Coast spirit meets modern refinement. Discover timeless looks from brands like Faraday, Johnny O, Martin Dingman, alongside staples from Tommy Bahama, Robert Graham, and our signature Patrick James line. Made for the man who values quality, confidence, and the art of dressing well. Patrick James, California's sophistication. On Shaw, inside Fresno's Fig Garden Village.
From the roar of Valley Children's Stadium to the heart of the Red Wave, Fresno State football ignites the Valley, and Precision Civil Engineering is proud to help power that momentum. Named 2024's best engineering firm by the Business Journal, Precision Civil Engineering delivers top-tier planning, surveying, and design building, the backbone of the Central Valley. Proud partners of Fresno State Athletics, because when the dogs rise, the Valley rises. Go Dogs! Visit precisioneng.net today.
Hi, I'm Jim Schaefer with Helena Agri Enterprises. At Helena, we lead with agronomy, and crop health plays a crucial role in maximizing production. You can visit helenaagri.com to find your local Helena retailer and learn more about Helena's products and solutions. Summer temperatures and droughty conditions are rapidly approaching in the Central Valley, which isn't ideal for farming. These environmental stresses can impact yields significantly, so how do we fight against this? At Helena, we have a product called Megafol. Megafol contains a precision blend of plant extracts that improves crop vitality and helps defend against environmental stressors like heat and drought. So how does it work? Simply put, the plant extracts in Megafol upregulate genes that produce specific proteins in the crop. More of these proteins means the crop can function at a higher level under stress conditions and less energy is spent on recovery. At Helena, we lead with agronomy, and crop health plays a crucial role in maximizing production. You can visit helenaagri.com to find your local Helena retailer and learn more about Helena's products and solutions.
At FFB, we know behind every business is a person. That's why we're more than a bank. We're a partner, a farming-focused bank for hard workers, a future-forward bank for big dreamers, and a family-friendly bank for the next generation of owners. From first ideas to major milestones, we're here to help you chase your goals and score big. So what can FFB mean for your business? Find out at ffb.bank. That's ffb.bank. FFB Bank. Let's win together.
For 80 years, Fresno Pacific University has been shaping the heart and soul of California as the Central Valley's only accredited Christian university. Today, our deep faith roots and pride in our community drive us to provide affordable, career-relevant education that transforms the lives of our students and the communities they serve. Discover your calling through over 100 undergraduate and graduate programs offered on campus or fully online. Fresno Pacific University. Learn more at fpu.edu.
Valley's local sports leader. Big thanks to Paul Metters for joining me in the last segment. Paul, of course, the host of the Central Valley Sports Report, which airs from 10 a.m. to noon on Saturdays, live from First String Sports. So listen to him tomorrow, folks. You don't want to miss it. Can't wait for that. All right. We're going to continue the Phil's fantasy preview. Just Jorge and I doing this one. And Jorge, it's a big one we're doing here. Did you have fun doing it, by the way? The fantasy preview, did you have fun doing that on Tuesday? What? You can tell me now.
What did we do?
The fantasy preview.
Oh, yeah. It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. I like it. Just
perfect. All right, Jorge, we're here. Anyways, we're doing the running backs today. Have you pondered the running back position in fantasy? Is it valued, overvalued? What I never know how to feel about the running back position in fantasy football.
It's because it's kind of volatile. Because one year they could be up, having the best season of pretty much their careers, and all of a sudden they're down in dumps the next year, and you wasted a high end pick because you thought he was going to be just as good as last year, and they're not.
Yeah. To me, fantasy running backs, man, I get so nervous because it's like the injury potential is so volatile in that position. And I'm just like, if a guy is going to get hurt, then I could just simply not have to overvalue them by like paying a lot of money in an auction for him or picking him very high. And I feel like I can get something better if I'm very smart on the waivers. It's the one position I sit there and I'm like, it is the waiver position of waiver positions. But if you don't have a guy, you're in real deep trouble if it's not happening for you. So equally, I think my strategy usually in the running back position is if it's a glaring guy you need to have, then it is there. But also, I think you'll have to have at least one dude for sure. And then the other you can be like, taking a flyer on it. But it just feels like at the end of the year, it's just a massacre in terms of injuries are concerned with the running back position. But anyways, let's do this fantasy preview, which last Tuesday we did overhyped, underhyped, gotta have them, and bargain. So Jorge, are you ready to do this with the running backs here in fantasy football?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. I think we spiced it up with some music last time, right? If I don't recall.
Yeah, though. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Running backs. Should we do 2 per category? Or should we do 1 per?
I feel like 1.
Feel like 1's good enough?
I mean, yeah, right?
All right. Okay. So overhyped should we start with overhyped running backs? I think we should, right? I'm gonna go. Man, this is tough. I think I'm gonna go Devon Achane of Miami. He's ranked 6th right now in the PPR running back rankings. I just never have faith in a guy who is in an offense that I also don't trust in any sense of the word. It feels like the Miami Dolphins are slipping backwards in terms of their productivity. I don't get good vibes from the Miami Dolphins per se. I know Devon Achane's been fantastic the last few seasons, and it's the one guy in the top 10 to me. I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, I don't trust the offense he's in, and I worry about maybe injury possibility with Achane as well. So I got him as overhyped. Devon Achane, number 6 overall. What about you, Jorge?
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I'm looking through my stuff. I'm trying to see where my freaking list is, and I can't find it.
Oh no.
I had a whole list.
Well, who's like
so
overrated? You're like,
so overrated right now. I feel like and this is like, he's new, but I feel like Ashton Jeanty.
I was about to say, am I going to go Ashton Jeanty? He was the other one I kind of thought about because he's 4 overall.
Yeah, because he hasn't shown really anything, and
the Bijan Robinson effect, right?
Right.
Remember when he was a rookie and he was terrible? He was not good as a rookie.
Yeah, it felt like, I don't know, it just didn't feel like he had anything there. But at the same time, it's like, he did so well in college, and he's got such a he could reach levels that are great, but I don't know. He's not showing them.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I think Ashton Jeanty could be a little overvalued, and I think he's a guy I'd avoid just simply on the idea of if it hits, it hits. But to me, it's like the volatility of where he could possibly, produce at this level. I get a little worrisome of like, are we sure we're going to see it? We saw it with Bijan Robinson a few years ago when he was a rookie. It was not worth the level of pick he was at in his rookie year. Let's go to underhyped. Guys who are underrated. I'll ride or die this guy until, he shows me otherwise. How about James Cook? Jorge, James Cook of the Buffalo Bills at 13 overall ranked PPR running back. To me, James Cook still feels like a guy that could get in that top 7, top 5 range for me. I simply trust the offense that he's in. I think he has an absolute ability to not only be a receiving back out of the backfield, but a guy who can be big breaking opportunities on the run game itself. He had many of those opportunities as a running back for the Buffalo Bills. I think people really still just don't quite understand how good James Cook is, and so I'm going to pick him here at 13 overall.
That's a good pick. I feel like I want to pick the same one.
Yeah.
But I feel like underrated running backs. The guy for Kyle Williams from the Rams.
Kyren Williams. He's 12th overall in the PPR rankings.
I feel like not a lot of people pay attention to him just because his name isn't out there, but he's a workhorse.
Yeah.
I mean, he's if you think about it, most of the plays go through him in with the Rams, and they use their wide receivers a lot too. But most of the yards come from the running game. That's what opens up the receiving, the throwing.
That's a good call. That's a very good call. How about you gotta have him? And to me, how about Jahmyr Gibbs? That's the guy, I think, for sure. It's Jahmyr Gibbs is the guy who I think I can trust the most out of the Detroit offense. He's ranked 2 overall. If I see him, I got to have him. His big play breakability, as far as that's concerned, is a fascinating one. I think he delivers in every facet of what he's been capable of as a Detroit Lion running back. And to me, out of all the guys at the top, and yes, I am sounding crazy by saying no to Saquon Barkley, but I think Jahmyr Gibbs could have that capable of a year, even though I know he does a little bit of share with David Montgomery. I don't know if I trust David Montgomery to stay healthy as much this year as far as that's concerned. It's another year on his career. Jahmyr Gibbs, I'll I'll take him 7 days of the week.
Yeah, that's a good one. I just feel like you have to have, the main guy. Saquon Barkley is just, you can't. If he's on the board, you got to take him. He's going to give you yards and he's going to give you points every weekend. That's kind of guaranteed.
Yeah, Saquon, I'm not here to predict Saquon's demise or anything like that. It just feels like it's hard for me to believe if he can produce two seasons back-to-back of that quality. But he is a quality back, and I understand if you got to have him as far as that's concerned. Let's go to the bargain bin, and where you could find some success in drafting some players. I'll bite. How about Javonte Williams of the Dallas Cowboys? He is a featured back for Dallas. I have him at 31 overall in the PPR rankings right now, but he is the starter, at least in my mind, of what Dallas has in front of them. There's another guy, Jaden Blue, who's in for the situation. But to me, there is a world I could be convinced Javonte Williams can make things happen, especially if that Dallas offense becomes a little more balanced, a little more run heavy in certain situations, especially when the weather gets a little bit tougher. My worry is injury stuff. Javonte Williams is the guy, I think, for me there in the bargain bin. There's a couple other names I could go to, but I'll go Javonte Williams.
I'd say I know better in Joe Mixon, Texans.
He's all the way down at 27.
I feel like he could. I mean, he's with the Texans have been getting better at running the ball, and I think one of the stars that you might want to get before and he gets pricier.
He is in the bargain bin probably because of his injury situation, but I do see a stash situation where late end of the season you could have a guy ready for that playoff run. He'll have Les Miles for sure, as far as that's got, not Les Miles the coach. I'm saying Les Miles as in less mileage.
He's also one of the most reliable TD scorers.
There you go. He was good last year. I had him last year. Fantastic for me in terms of running back position. You know who I want to send to the sun, though? A guy who I just will never, ever draft again? And maybe we add this bonus category right now. Guy I'll never, ever draft again. Austin Eckler. Get him off my team. I will never have him on my team ever again. I don't want to go through the Austin Eckler experience. Do you have a guy like that, Jorge?
Probably Derrick Henry.
Really? He was so good last year.
And it's just because he's fantasy. Last year he was good, but the year before he was down bad. Mm-hmm. I think it was just, when he was with the Titans, it just became more like, oh, he was good this year, but he's not good this other year.
Yeah.
Like a roller coaster.
All right. To each their own. And there you go, your fantasy running back preview for us, at least. Some names we didn't talk about that I'd be interested in talking about. No CMC in this situation. Is it just injuries? Just everything?
Injuries kind of like kept him out of anybody's list, really. But he could be, honestly, he could be a bargain, or he could be, well, I don't know if he could be a bargain, but he could definitely be overrated or underrated.
I think a bargain could be Chuba Hubbard of Carolina, in my opinion. Another bargain, Aaron Jones of Minnesota. He's all the way down at 22. How about a stash guy, Travion Henderson, of New England.
Interesting.
I like that. I like that look. All right, Jorge. Let's take a break. When we come back, it's another 50 States of 50 Days trivia next on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader.
Get your day started with Rich Eisen.
George Kittle, you're signed, Warner's signed, McCaffrey's healthy. It's boring in your world. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm so sorry that the 49ers aren't the centerpiece of some drama this year for the NFL media to talk about.
Yeah.
We're just not doing our jobs of being dramatic enough. Yeah. I'm so sorry for making you have to work a little bit harder and not just to be able to have clickbait and headlines.
Yeah.
Just right out of the locker room. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that.
Rich Eisen, brought to you by Citizens Business Bank.
I know how important some of this equipment for the farmers is. Without it, they can't get the job done.
That's Bob Aguirre, service manager at Pioneer Equipment Company.
My philosophy is get the tractor in and get it out as fast as I can. It's not supposed to be in the shop. It's supposed to be out in the field working.
Pioneer provides quality service for Kubota, Land Pride, and Nelson Equipment. Stop by and say hi at our Fresno or Reedley locations, and we'll get your equipment serviced right away.
This is a family-oriented business. It's been great working for Pioneer Equipment.
Visit PioneerEquipmentCA.com.
Summer's winding down. The trips, the pool days, the backyard barbecues. Now it's back to your daily routine. And Jones Cleaning Center is here to help you make the most of it. With Fresno's only 24-hour self-service pickup and drop-off drive-thru, you can skip the hassle. Drop off by 9 a.m. and enjoy same-day service at no extra cost. From work clothes to weekend wear, table linens to bedding, Jones Cleaning Center keeps it all fresh and ready so you have time for everything else. Serving Fresno for over 55 years. On Palm just north of Herndon or online at jonescleaning.com.
Hey, what have you got there? Travel brochures?
Yep. I'm working hard now, so someday I can see the world.
I know you've got a successful career going, but that looks expensive.
It's okay. My advisor at Thiessen Duker Modern Wealth Management has me on a plan aimed at my goal of financial independence.
Why Thiessen Duker?
They're different. They use advanced AI technology to analyze all of my investment strategies and show me projections. It's technology a lot of other advisors don't use. And they're independent, so they can show me any investment option that's right for me, not just products from one Wall Street company.
That does sound different.
My goal one day is to have Thiessen Duker help me convert my investments into income I can use to live on and travel the world.
I think I need Thiessen Duker.
Just visit ThiessenDuker.com and give them a call. The advisors of Thiessen Duker Modern Wealth Management are registered representatives with and securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
No matter the time, morning, noon, or night, Black Bear Diner in Fresno has you covered. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner served all day just the way you like it. At Black Bear Diner in Fresno, you can count on them serving up hearty portions that satisfy even the hungriest appetites. Plus, the little Cubs can enjoy their brand new Cubs Corner too. So gather your family and friends, bring your appetite, and make it a meal to remember at Black Bear Diner in Fresno, corner of Sean Martin. Black Bear Diner.
Prices on steel and materials are going up, but at Pacific Steel Supply, they're still delivering the best deals in the industry. Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or ag projects, Pacific Steel Supply will match or beat any competitor's price by an extra 10% on top quality steel, metal roofing, and components. With 24/7 service, fast delivery, and the best prices, the time to act is now. Get your free quote today from Pacific Steel Supply in Fresno, Ashland, and Parkway off Highway 99 or online at pacificsteelsupply.com.
At FFB, we know behind every business is a person. That's why we're more than a bank. We're a partner, a farming-focused bank for hard workers, a future-forward bank for big dreamers, and a family-friendly bank for the next generation of owners. From first ideas to major milestones, we're here to help you chase your goals and score big. So what can FFB mean for your business? Find out at ffb.bank. That's ffb.bank. FFB Bank. Let's win together.
ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader, closing out hour number 2 of our show as we take you up 6 o'clock here today. Giants baseball coming up. Giants and Rays on 1430 ESPN Fresno. Of course, we're excited to close out the segment because it's one of my favorite segments. And I'm sad. I'm very sad because this is the last day we're doing it, Jorge. We're going to do two today. I'm breaking the rules. I'm revealing Pennsylvania today, and so that will put a nice clean end to it for this summer. So, Jorge, you ready for the final 2 states of 50 states in 50 days of America?
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna miss the music unless we come up with another trivia segment.
Apparently, that music is copyrighted, according to YouTube.
Oh, well. Whoops. All right, ready? We got Vermont. Vermont to close out this hour. Top 3 athletes born in the state of Vermont.
All right.
You been to Vermont?
I have not.
Vermont's lovely. All right, this number 3 athlete from the state of Vermont won the 2011 PGA Championship in his first major start. He is one of 2 golfers to win a major in his debut since 1983.
Golfer, is he still around?
He's playing right now, yeah.
Okay.
He has 2 PGA Tour wins in this last year, which is more than any other American except for the obvious Scotty Scheffler.
All right. Is it Keegan Bradley?
Yes.
All right.
I'm shocked you just got Keegan Bradley, but also I think you're looking at a list of athletes from Vermont.
It just has the names. So
Get out of here. Get out of there.
I'm telling you, it has
Get
the names.
out of there.
It just has the names.
All right. Anyways, you're cheating. I'm getting sad because you're cheating.
How's that cheating? I don't know the names.
Okay.
Well, I do know the names, but I don't know. Well, I do know the names.
We're gonna have a talking to after the break. All right. This number 2 athlete for the state of Vermont is a U.S. Hockey Hall of Famer and a Stanley Cup winner, 5-time All-Star. He won his Stanley Cup in 1993 when he helped the Canadiens hoist the trophy with his overtime goals in Game 3 and 4 of the NHL Finals against the Los Angeles Kings. And he has 406 career goals, which puts him 12th all-time among U.S.-born players. That is the entire resume there. I don't know if you can get this one. You're not a hockey guy.
I am not.
You want to wave the white flag already?
You said he won how many Stanley Cups?
Just one. Just
with
one.
the Canadians?
With the Montreal Canadiens, yes.
It's a Keegan Bradley.
It's a Keegan Bradley. Yeah, also, no. John LeClair. LeClair. Name you're looking for. All right, this final athlete from the state of Vermont, the number 1 athlete from the state of Vermont, he is a Major League Baseball Hall of Famer. He won the Rookie of the Year, 11-time All-Star. He won a Gold Glove and is a 3-time Silver Slugger.
3-time Silver Slugger?
3-time. Get off your phone. Put it down. Ignoring me.
I'm just trying to figure it out
He's
here.
ignoring me. He's just
I have no
totally
idea what you're
ignoring
talking. All right.
He currently has the 3rd most home runs in a career by a catcher in Major League Baseball history.
By a catcher?
Yeah.
Who do you play for?
He is one of the most iconic home runs in World Series history. Considered the wave when he hit a 12th inning walk-off home run in Game 6 of the 1975 World Series.
1975?
For the Boston Red Sox. He was trying to wave it fair, and it stayed fair and walked it off in Game 6 to force a Game 7 against the Big Red Machine.
Oh, my God.
You know the video. You've seen the clip.
Yeah, it's playing in my head.
Who is that guy?
I have no idea.
Wow.
I seen the video and
probably it's like every million like sizzle reels out there of Major League Baseball. The name you're looking for. Carlton Fisk. Carlton Fisk.
Carlton Fisk.
Does that name ring a bell?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Carlton Fisk. Do you want to know who has more home runs than Carlton Fisk at the catching position? You want to gander a guess at that one? Shush.
At the at the catch position?
Yeah.
It's got to be It's a recent player, right?
One in the same era of Carlton Fisk, the other a more recent one.
I don't know. I give up.
You don't know your catchers, do you? Johnny Bench?
Oh, okay. Johnny
and
Bench.
Then you've heard of this guy, Mike Piazza?
Mets.
Yeah.
Mets Piazza.
Mike Piazza.
Dodgers Piazza.
Yeah. Or hey, you need some coffee. Here's some other athletes.
They weren't on my list. The names weren't on my list.
Here's some other athletes from Vermont. Good luck knowing them. Iona Mayer, Steve Wisniewski, Patty Sheehan, Ross Powers, Hannah Teeter, Taylor Koppenrath. Yeah. Some notable people there.
Ross Powers, the snowboarder?
Sure. Yeah. I think so.
He was on my list.
The Green Mountain State. And their state food is maple syrup. All right. Jorge.
How's that your... never mind.
Do you ever just eat straight maple syrup?
No. I'll die of a diabetic.
I'll die. I'll drop dead. Anyways. All right. We are going to end this hour. When we come back, it is the 5 at 5. We're going to do 5 bold predictions for the National Football League season coming up. Jorge, you got some bold predictions set for this thing?
I sure do.
Come on. Bring the heat, Jorge. We need one more hour out of you. We got that, another interview, and the rest of the show to send you off to Giants baseball. Like I said, those red-hot Giants who have lost 13 and 14 at home and lost 14 at home. Woo!
Okay, let's go to commercials.
All right, let's go to commercials. We'll be right back. Third hour coming up next.
1430 ESPN is giving you the best seat in the house. The athletes, the stories, the action that loyal fans want to get inside the game. Whether it's high school, college, or the superstars you know today, Phil Bonatti is taking you behind the bench to give you the best perspective of sports in the Central Valley. Listen to Behind the Bench with Phil Bonatti every day from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Don't miss it and tune in only on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Central Valley's local sports leader.
As of today, the 30% federal solar tax credit is still available for homeowners looking to save energy and money, but it's scheduled to be phased out on December 31st, 2025. The time to call Donald P. Dick is now, 255-1644. Let Mr. Cool show you how to drive down the cost of home energy. The deadlines for installing solar and taking advantage of the tax credits are December 31st. Call Mr. Cool at 255-1644.
Summer is here, and the hottest deals are at Valley Pure. For premium indoor house flower to tasty edibles, smooth vapes, must-have concentrates, and refreshing cannabis drinks, we've got everything you love at prices that keep you coming back for more. Stock up for your summer fun with unbeatable discounts across all Valley Pure locations. Whether you're looking to relax, celebrate, or spark up some good vibes in the sun, Valley Pure has the deals to keep the season rolling with easy online ordering and curbside pickup right from the app.
From breezy linen to performance polos, the Patrick James Summer Collection defines cool, effortless style. It's where classic West Coast spirit meets modern refinement. Discover timeless looks from brands like Faraday, Johnny O, Martin Dingman, alongside staples from Tommy Bahama, Robert Graham, and our signature Patrick James line. Made for the man who values quality, confidence, and the art of dressing well. Patrick James, California's sophistication. On Shaw, inside Fresno's Fig Garden Village.
Hey, rack damage is no laughing matter. Is your rack sagging, deflected, or damaged in any way? Fresno Rack can help. Hey, this is Pat Hill for my friends at Fresno Rack with their Rack Safety Department. Fresno Rack can repair your damaged rack and make it a nice rack again. No one likes damaged racks these days, especially insurance companies. When they audit your facility, Fresno Rack can repair or replace your droopy, damaged rack with their rack repair kits. They can repair your racks in a fast, efficient, and effective way with no downtime in most cases. You and your insurance company will be amazed with the structural ease of Fresno Rack's Rack Safety Program. In need of a safety rack audit? Every warehouse should have an annual rack safety audit. Just call, click, or visit FresnoRack.com. They can help.
It's a nice rack.
I know, right? I got it at Fresno Rack and Shelving.
Get your business noticed and stand out from the crowd by visiting Megaprints. Working with the Valley's most prestigious and high-profile businesses since 1998, we print and install custom-designed signs for businesses of all types and sizes. From yard signs to banners to wallpaper and fleet graphics, Megaprints has the state-of-the-art capability to turn the signage you've dreamed of into a reality. Visit megaprints.com today to see our work and what we can do for your business.
From breezy linen to performance polos, the Patrick James Summer Collection defines cool, effortless style. It's where classic West Coast spirit meets modern refinement. Discover timeless looks from brands like Faraday, Johnny O, Martin Dingman, alongside staples from Tommy Bahama, Robert Graham, and our signature Patrick James line. Made for the man who values quality, confidence, and the art of dressing well. Patrick James, California's sophistication. On Shaw, inside Fresno's Fig Garden Village.
Your home for high school sports. 1430 ESPN, the Valley's local sports leader. KFIG Fresno. Sports Center.
I'm Ed Benkin. We start with baseball, where the Brewers took the field tonight against the Reds, looking for their 13th win in a row. And they are in a slugfest in Cincinnati. This has been a wild one. With the Reds jumping out to an 8-1 lead, it is now 8-6 Cincinnati in the third, with the Brewers playing 5 straight. The Reds entered tonight's game just a half game behind the Mets for the last National League wildcard spot. Right now, the Mets trail the Mariners 4-3 as they play in the third. The biggest series of the weekend takes place in Los Angeles, where the Dodgers host the Padres tonight. San Diego was once 9 games back of LA earlier this summer, but they now have a 1-game lead over the Dodgers atop the division. Earlier, the Dodgers announced they will be placing Max Muncy on the injured list with a grade 1 oblique strain. Astros all-star closer Josh Hader will be shut down for throwing for approximately 3 weeks. He's dealing with a left shoulder injury. To preseason football, 2 games tonight. One is underway in Atlanta between the Falcons and the Titans. Michael Penix Jr. had the night off. Cam Ward is playing for Tennessee, just 2 for 7 so far for 42 yards of the game, with the Titans on a pick-6 lead, 6-0. Later tonight, the Seahawks will play host to the Chiefs. On Sunday, Caleb Williams and the Bears host the Bills, and ESPN's Freddie Coleman is hoping Williams will silence some of his doubters beginning on Sunday.
I believe in Caleb Williams. I would love to see him go out there and play well no matter who's on the other side for the Buffalo Bills.
Who is on the other side for the Bills remains to be seen. Meanwhile, the Browns will take on the Eagles. Dylan Gabriel's been dealing with a hamstring injury, but he is expected to play on Saturday. He will have the hamstring reevaluated in the morning before the game.
What's up, kiddos? Clinton Yates here. Coming up on Monday, our NFL two-a-days continue to roll on, and the MLB postseason is right around the corner. We'll break it all down on Clinton and Friends at 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
He's got the knowledge.
Because once again, I have to come on there and talk about how right I am once again. In anything that it comes to sports.
He's got the questions.
I'm going to lose it. Are you kidding me? What are we doing here?
He's got the guests.
The 20th head coach in Fresno State history here, Matt. Is it hard to believe sometimes still, the 20th head coach here in program history?
It's all moved really quickly here over the course of the last 5-6 weeks, but super excited to be here.
Phil Bonatti is the voice for the Central Valley sports leader. Behind the Bench starts now. Brought to you by Helena Agri.
That's right. Behind the Bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader here in this 5 o'clock hour. Yes, folks, the weekend is here. You're on your way. It's 5:03 on the dot, and we are here for one more hour of your listening pleasure before we send it to Giants and Rays baseball. 6:45 pregame, 7:15 first pitch from San Francisco as the Giants look to find any sort of success at home. It has been rough going. 13 of their last 14 they've lost there at home. Anyways, we won't talk about it. Good to be here. Lee's Air Hotline, 559-320-1430, the way to get into our conversation. That's right, 559-320-1430. Did I say something objectionable? Come on. Let me know. Let me know if you don't think you agree. Or if you do agree and you just want to pump up my ego, I'll take that too. That's fine. Lee's Air Hotline is the way to do it. 559-320-1430. For one more hour of our show before we say sayonara to this week and go into our weekend. Man, Jorge, am I crazy? I feel like this week has gone really fast. I don't know if I'm just feeling it. Do you feel it too? I feel like this weekend's gone really fast for everybody.
Yeah, it does feel like it. It went by quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting a sense. I'm like, maybe it's just the anticipation. Usually, with the anticipation of like a new season coming up or anything like that, I feel like the hours drag. I don't know what it is about this week. It's just like a blink and you miss it kind of situation for me as far as that's concerned. So I'm just like, I'm making do with what we got here, but I'm having a hard time keeping up with the pace of where we're at. But anyways, can't believe we're a week away from high school football. But all right, Jorge, you ready to do a 5 of 5?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Are you ready to get bold? Are you ready to get bold about the football NFL?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. Do you like bold flavor? I'm trying to think of bold flavor. Yeah,
Doritos like bold?
I like the bold Chex Mix. Have you ever had those?
Yeah, I remember those.
Bold, man. They still make those. I'm ready to get bold. And first of all, let's hear from the voice guy.
It's time now for Phil's 5 at 5.
Thank you, voice guy. What qualifies as bold for you? Is this like crazy, or is it like somewhat plausible but could happen, or something? You got to be out on a limb here. What qualifies as a bold prediction for you, Jorge?
Definitely something that you didn't see coming. Something that's came out of left field, but it's actually like enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. Something that I think people could be a little spicy, could be a not so spicy thing, but it is something that you're trying to incite conversation with and maybe some contention with.
Yeah, not like an injury or
no, we're not predicting
something
injuries.
like that.
It's
Not like that, but definitely something that you're like, whoa, I didn't see that coming.
Okay, all right. Well, I have my 5. Do you have a list of 5 with you here that you made? I gave you plenty of lead up for this.
I have a list.
You're working on it.
Let's say it's just a list.
All right, let's make it happen.
Number 5.
I'll start. The Carolina Panthers will make the playoffs. Is that bold enough? I wonder if it is. I think they will make the playoffs this year. I think they're one of the many teams I could see making the playoffs, but I think they're the most bold because I know where they were with what's his face? Bryce Young. There we go. Bryce Young is the quarterback. I think there's some pieces here. I think Ted McMillan could be an awesome piece for them. I think there's some offensive weapons that shows me that they can be competent. I think there's a second-year bump with Dave Canales as a rookie head coach into his second year as far as that's concerned. I wonder if that's going to be the case as far as the Carolina Panthers here on 1430. But we got a phone number here, and I think I know who's calling in here, Jorge. So you want to see if we can get him on the Lee's Air hotline while I continue to do these hot takes? I gave you – or no, I took it. I'm sorry. I did the wrong thing. There we go. Now you got it. Let's see if we can get him on. Panthers are going to make the playoffs. To me, that's my number 5 take. Simply, I think their defense is going to be better. I think they're there he is. Hey, what's up? What do you want?
I'm calling to say that is way too bold of a take.
Okay. All right. What do you got? What do you got, Joe?
I'm just saying Carolina making that's what I heard, and then you muted. Jorge muted the stream. But what I heard
He's trying to silence
what I heard was the whole he silenced you. Okay, I hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you. Sorry. It's a little behind on the stream, so I was a little confused. But, yeah, you're going way too bold. That's a
I'm going bolder.
Making the playoffs.
I'm going bolder. I'm going to go. You want to sit and listen to this? We're going to do a segment here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening right now.
All right.
That's why I was like, no way.
This is Joe, by the way, and Joe wants to be in the conversation because he's bored at home. I can tell. It's all right. Jorge, do you got a bold prediction, or should I just go to my number 4?
Chicago will make the playoffs.
Chicago. I don't know if you heard him.
Jorge.
All right, I put Jorge
hear
on.
him.
Try it again, Jorge. There you go. Chicago making playoffs?
Chicago will make the playoffs.
There we go.
I think Chicago has a better chance than Carolina.
Oh, get out of here. I don't believe in
do.
Caleb Williams. I don't believe in Caleb. I don't believe in anything. I see that Bears logo, and all I see is failure. That's all I see.
You don't think Williams is better than Young?
No, I do not.
Really?
Because I think Young at least has a head on his shoulders. I think Caleb's
That's bold.
I think Caleb's
You're
a
bold
head
right
case.
now. It's Friday because you're bold.
I'm
so
feeling it.
that is
I'm
bold.
feeling it. All right, I'm gonna
All
get.
right, go. What's your 4? I want to hear.
Okay.
Number 4.
No team will win 13 plus games this year. No team. We're only going to have a team that's the highest win total of the year for any team is going to be 12 or less. I think that's. We had the Eagles at 13 last year with the Chiefs at 15, but I think it's going to be a tighter league. I think no team is winning 13 plus games this year. It's going to be closer at the top. How about that?
I think at least one team will do it.
You think at least one 13-win team will get there?
I think one will get there. At least because you said how many? 3 or 2?
Nobody.
In the last year.
Oh, we had 2.
nobody.
We had 2. We had the Eagles and we had the Chiefs. Eagles were a 13-win team. Oh, and the Lions were like a 14-win team as well, I believe.
Lions too. See, I mean, they're getting Hutchinson back. I still like those teams. I don't think they won't do much worse if they do worse.
Well, I think the Vikings
that's
were a
bold.
13-win team as well.
Too, yeah. See, I'm saying that's too bold because it's going to happen again. It's happening.
Jorge,
There's
you got
gonna be
any?
two teams. I'm going to say at least 2 teams.
Okay, Jorge, you got an objection?
No, I feel like Baltimore will only win 10 games.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, Baltimore too. What?
He's saying Baltimore's only going to win. Baltimore's only going to finish 10-7 this year. That's what you're saying, Jorge?
I don't know.
Baltimore's in my Super Bowl.
I believe. Oh, okay.
I like Baltimore.
All right.
If Lamar gets hurt or something, then I see that. But
it's a bold statement.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, it's that was number 4. I like it. Okay.
Number 3.
Justin Tucker's kicking record will be broken twice this year. Not just once, but twice by 2 different kickers. 2 kickers are going to kick 66-yarders.
Interesting.
Mm.
And you're saying obviously the Jacksonville one.
Yeah, and maybe somebody else. I think kicking's gotten a lot better in the NFL, and I think we will see it broken twice this year because the science of kicking has grown over the last 5 years. Justin Tucker's record will not stand after the end of this year 2 times.
I like that. I can see that happening. Like we already saw the Jaguar guy. I don't know of anyone else that has a leg like that. I mean, there's no. You know
Brandon
what I mean?
Aubrey.
Like, who else?
Brandon Aubrey
Aubrey,
of the Dallas Cowboys. I like him.
Cowboys. Yeah, in fantasy, he helps you out because he gets a bunch of extra points. And yeah, for sure.
He's good. He's good. He's a good kicker.
I don't know. I like that one too. I'm going to say I'm not going to disagree with you. I think that's possible.
Okay. What about you, Jorge?
I don't think that's gonna happen, but that's
fine.
Bold
It's
statement.
bold. That's where it is.
Bold statement.
Okay.
I want to give you my bold statement.
Go ahead.
The Arizona Cardinals will win the West.
Will win the West. Oh my!
I said it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not like I think the Cardinals are sneaky. They keep adding, so I'm not against it.
That could be in a world where like the Niners just kind of middle around some injury situation, and like if Stafford's just not Stafford right now, then I could be convinced of it. But
that's scary with the whole Stafford stuff, and then you add the Niners. I just don't think the Niners will be as good. I think they regressed everywhere.
I just don't. On the pure talent of what Arizona is, then I don't know if I totally see it. But that's a fair statement to say. I think that's bold. That's good.
Bold.
All right, let's get to number 2 here. Number 2. I think the single season rushing record will be broken this year. It will be broken.
that what is it? Like 2,200?
So it's like 2,108 or something like that. I think it's Eric Dickerson's record. It was almost broken by Saquon, but they sat him out the final year. I think with the run heaviness of offenses lately in National Football League, I think with the 17-game schedule, we will see someone break that record this year.
Did AP almost break that record?
AP almost did. He did not.
Right.
No, he did not. He was like 20 yards shy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson was very close with the Titans back in the day.
That's the whole time I was thinking of TJ 2K, whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, and then of course Saquon got
that's
close.
bold. All right.
Yeah, I think the single season record falls this year.
I don't think it happens. I think there's too many injuries. The league's only getting like stronger and stuff. No one's gonna last the whole season. I think, honestly.
We'll see.
They're gonna rest them a game. You know, those teams getting into the playoffs, they're gonna rest them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it takes like a 3-14 team to just like, hey, here's our guy though. At least he's doing something.
Yeah. Hey, here's the ball.
Yeah. Jorge, what do you got?
Jorge?
Joe Burrow will win the MVP this year.
Is that bold enough? Because I thought he should have won last year, and maybe one of the guys.
I guess
because Burrow. I mean, every year Burrow's. You know, he's good, man.
How about Joe Burrow wins the Super Bowl MVP this year?
That will contradict my last bold statement.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Here we go. Let's go to my number one. My number one's crazy. I can't wait.
Number one.
Travis Hunter will win Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, that's bold.
They're going to give him the Shohei
It's not
Ohtani treatment.
happening.
They're just going to say it's impressive he can do both and just give it based off of just him doing the participation trophy thing and the pure novelty of it. Just like Shohei wins everything in terms of the awards are concerned, just because he pitches and hits. I think with Travis Hunter, if he plays offensive and defense at some sort of moderate to above average capacity, he will win Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year because the writers will respect it.
That is extreme flavored Doritos bowl right there.
Yes. Tell me that conversation doesn't percolate around the NFL. We're in week 11 and Travis Hunter's got like 5 picks and he's got like 600 yards receiving and like 4 touchdowns. People are like, I mean, I wouldn't blink at it.
Would it not take like a Jefferson-like season and then like, you know, like someone, you know, like you said, 6 interceptions, 7 like I think it would take more. I don't know.
I'd argue it would only take him about 1,000-yard receiving season, and it would take him like 8 picks on the other side to make it like.
No,
I think it would be less.
That's why. Right. No, I think you have to have at least 1,000 yard season.
I don't know. I'm just
saying. I think you would need like 15, 14 for it to be like. I don't know, because there's receivers that are going to go higher than him.
But we're just asking the Rookie of the Year, Trace. I'm not asking him to be.
I thought you were talking about MVP in general.
No, I'm asking Rookie of the Year. I'm saying Rookie of the Year for both offensive and defensive.
And stuff. I was like, that's bull. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. I mean, like you said, 1,000 yards for a rookie, heck yeah. And then, I mean, anything above like 3 picks, 4 picks.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
Obviously, yeah, and he's like, that's hard to do. Oh, man. I don't know. Did you watch him play? You watched him play, right?
I haven't watched him this week. I know this week he plays tomorrow, I think. But I need to look more tape.
That first game, when I checked him out, I mean, he looks quick, but I don't know. Obviously, he has room to grow.
Yeah.
But I like it. I can see it happening. Okay, I like that. I thought you said MVP.
No. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. No. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Maybe year 4.
Okay. I like it. Sorry.
Jorge, what about you?
My bold prediction is that Brock Purdy will win the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Okay.
At home. With the Niners winning it.
Now he's in Fantasyland. That's just like that's
a bold prediction, and it could happen, all right.
Purdy.
I don't like the Niners this year to make the Super Bowl. Do you hear the rumors that Swift is going to do this? All the Swifties are hot on the trail of like all these hints and clues that she'll be at the Super Bowl halftime in Santa Clara.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Like
I honestly blocked that out pretty good.
She was like baking sourdough bread in a thing, and then there was something associated with the number 60, and now she's like, and obviously it's Super Bowl 60.
She's not an Apple artist.
It doesn't matter.
It does. They're the ones that picked who.
Are you telling me that Apple is preventing Taylor bleeping Swift from doing the Super Bowl because of that. No, when Taylor Swift wants to do the Super Bowl halftime, she does the bleeping Super Bowl halftime.
Team.
What
They're
are you
gonna
talking?
pick whoever
It doesn't
commercially
matter.
is effective.
It doesn't
for
matter.
them.
They don't care.
I think didn't they already pick?
Jorge, money talks. No, they have not picked anybody. Money talks over anything. Anything. I don't care what contracts are out there, who's what represented.
Exactly. So they're going to put whoever they want because they got the money. They're the ones paying the
They're not picking.
$60
No,
million
Taylor
or
Swift
whatever it
will
is.
decide if she does the Super Bowl. She is bigger than the NFL deciding she can do the Super Bowl.
Not if Apple has something to say because they're the ones paying the bill.
Hold on. I can't stand Taylor Swift, but we all know if she wants to do the Super Bowl, she's probably going to do the Super Bowl.
You know why she didn't do it before?
Like said, I know nothing about the whole rights thing. Maybe Jorge's right, but they can prevent her. But if she wants to do it,
it's showbiz.
The NFL is going to be like, yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah, exactly.
It's showbiz. Anything can happen.
So much. Imagine if she did it. There would be a lot of viewers just because of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't happen.
After Katy Perry did it, she was supposed to do it. But
Nobody.
guess what? She didn't do it.
Jorge,
Why?
Nobody said we could put all 3 Spider-Mans in one movie, and yet we did. Like 4 years ago.
Well,
we put all 3.
All owned by the same. By the same
Nobody
studio,
said Sony and Disney are having playing nice.
Sony owns all 3 of them.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Well,
all right.
I don't know. I guess Jorge's kind of right.
Look, Pepsi for the longest time they were all Pepsi artists, the ones that used to do Pepsi commercials, and they would later on they would come out on the Super Bowl.
We're killing my time here. Hold on, let me play the outro.
That was Phil's 5 at 5.
All right, we went too crazy. Joe, I gotta go because we got an interview to play here right after this segment. So appreciate
this conversation for another day.
Yeah, we'll pick this up on Monday.
Was fun.
There you go.
No, it was fun.
Thanks for calling in, Joe.
I was just listening. Hey, Cal's the best catcher of all time, too.
Okay.
I heard that, too. He is.
Cal's got to get the stats. Cal's got to get all the stats.
Cal's the best. No, he's the best of all
I'm
time.
sorry. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. Hold on. Goodbye. All right, there he is. He's gone. Let's take a break, Jorge. We'll be right back on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader.
Giants baseball is here.
Chapman, it's a drive out to left center field. At the wall, it is gone!
Your home for Giants baseball lives on 1430 ESPN Fresno.
Double play! And the inning is over.
Catch all the action, home and away, on the Central Valley sports leader. Giants baseball, brought to you by FFB Bank, Fresno Suit Outlet, Jack's Car Wash, Jones Cleaning, A-Plus Signs, and Mega Prints.
When Jeff Thiessen and Lance Duker started Thiessen Duker Modern Wealth Management in 2003, they had a simple mission: to make every life they touch better. They established Thiessen Duker as an independent firm, not tied to the restrictions of one Wall Street company, so their clients could have access to any investment products that were right for them, and Thiessen Duker could serve their clients the way they wanted to be served. They've done other things differently too, from investing in advanced financial planning technology to implementing a team approach with advisors working together to develop client strategies. And from day one, Thiessen Duker has shared its success with local organizations, making a difference in people's lives right here at home. If you need a financial advisor, or if you are a financial advisor and would like to know more about how Thiessen Duker could make your life better, please visit thiessenduker.com. The advisors of Thiessen Duker Modern Wealth Management are registered representatives with and securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Welcome to the 65th anniversary celebration at Fashion Furniture, where you'll find the best names like Flex Steel, Bassett, Michael Nicholas, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, and so much more. Savings up to 40% with 0% financing. And with every sale, Fashion Furniture will donate to Central Valley Honor Flight. Help us celebrate 65 years and help send a veteran to Washington. The Fashion Furniture 65th anniversary celebration. There's nothing like it in all of California.
Roger Dunn has the new Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke Drivers to take your game to the next level. State-of-the-art technology. They've created the most advanced driver face in the history of Callaway Golf. The AI Smart Face is designed to create a sweet spot, and not just the center, but all over the face. AI Smoke Drivers, fairway irons, and putters. The AI Smoke Driver, it's sweeter from every spot. Paradigm AI Smoke Drivers. Remember, you're always number one at Roger Dunn.
Hi, I'm Jim Schaefer with Helena Agri Enterprises. At Helena, we lead with agronomy, and crop health plays a crucial role in maximizing production. You can visit helenaagri.com to find your local Helena retailer and learn more about Helena's products and solutions. Summer temperatures and droughty conditions are rapidly approaching in the Central Valley, which isn't ideal for farming. These environmental stresses can impact yields significantly. So how do we fight against this? At Helena, we have a product called Megafol. Megafol contains a precision blend of plant extracts that improves crop vitality and helps defend against environmental stressors like heat and drought. So how does it work? Simply put, the plant extracts in Megafol upregulate genes that produce specific proteins in the crop. More of these proteins means the crop can function at a higher level under stress conditions and less energy is spent on recovery. At Helena, we lead with agronomy, and crop health plays a crucial role in maximizing production. You can visit helenaagri.com to find your local Helena retailer and learn more about Helena's products and solutions.
Need cash? If you've got a car, we've got the cash. Clausen Honda wants to buy your car. If it's running, we want your late model Toyota, Hyundai, Kia, Subaru, Acura, or Honda. Just call Clausen and ask for our VUP to schedule your appraisal appointment. In just 10 minutes, you'll get your cash value quote. Yes, we are eliminating the hassle of getting rid of your used old car. So if you're ready to sell, we are ready to buy. Call Clausen Honda of Fresno today. If you've got a car, we've got the cash. Get cash for your car. Clausen Honda.
The Valley's local sports leader. We have a great Flashback Friday interview for you here. Her name is Alexis Campbell. You heard her on Wednesday's show on 1430 ESPN Fresno. And it's exciting because obviously the soccer team played yesterday, and go figure, after being down 1-0 to UC Davis, guess who scores the tying goal? Alexis Campbell. So we're going to hear our interview here right now. Our Flashback Friday interview with Alexis Campbell from Wednesday. All right, we're in studio with Alexis Campbell of the Fresno State women's soccer team, who I'm happy to have her join us today. And Alexis, how are you doing? Good to have you in this afternoon.
Thank you. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Fantastic. We've been kind of, I know football, obviously, everybody talks about it, but we've been really trying to hit all the other sports, get to know all the other fall sports that are coming in. And, of course, you got your season coming up this year as well. And I got to imagine there's a lot of excitement, a lot of anticipation. You're back in the practices, back in the grind of getting into soccer shape. What has it been like these last few weeks?
Ooh, it's been a wave of emotions. It's been amazing. It's been hard. It's been emotional. It's been exciting. I think going into preseason, our last fall camp, for me, I guess because I'm a senior.
Yeah.
It's been so much easier, but it's also been just a little bit emotional because me and the other seniors will be like, last day of preseason, things like that. And we're just trying to enjoy every minute of it, honestly. And this last week, we finished preseason, so we're starting our one-a-days, getting into games, and it's just so exciting, and I'm loving this group of girls. Everyone's doing really well. So
yeah, when you because every season is a little bit different getting in, and some preseasons you're like, oh, wow, we really need a grind here. And there's some where it's pretty, things are clicking. You sounds like things feel like they're more clicking into place than the opposite, right? As far as everything, what is it like to be in that kind of environment?
I love it because these girls are making me better as a player. When things are clicking, then everything starts, you see light at the end of the tunnel a little bit more, because now for you don't have to focus on the other things. Your teammates got your back, you trust them. And I feel like a better soccer player this past spring season leading up to preseason and our fall camp we just had because of these girls and how we're clicking. And one of our big mottos is we play for each other, and because of that, I feel everyone can just relax a little bit on the field and just be themselves. So, yeah, it's been great.
When you're yourself on the field, you feel like you can kind of trust what you do and trust where you're being at as far as that's good. Of course, soccer is there's a lot of feel to it when it comes to it, right? And knowing exactly what that kind of is, does it settle in easily when it's like that? And talk about that kind of translation between when you can trust yourself into being those spots, especially at the early part of the year?
Oh, yeah. Because Brian, also our coach, he allows us to be so creative on the field. You make a mistake, but you're trying something new that could really work if we get the hang of it. He loves it, and he motivates us to be creative, which gives me that kind of relief to just, okay, like, I can just do what I want to do. And obviously, like, according to our plan.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely at the beginning, for sure.
Absolutely. You guys are, like I said, preparing for the season and talking about just the group itself. What is this? Like, describe to me the group that this soccer team is. What's the, I don't know if there's a personality or a trait that like stands out the most, but what has popped up the most for you?
That's a good question, because this group of girls, there's so much personality on this team. Like, love all of these girls. There's always someone that's there. If you're feeling a little down, there's someone high energy that's going to pick you up or make you laugh across the field. There's teammates making funny faces across the field when you're exhausted, dying from a sprint we just did. But I think this team is very hopeful, and I think everyone is very motivated, I would say, because everyone's coming into practice ready to go. And I think they also, not just the seniors, but the underclassmen and the juniors, they know how much the season means to the seniors also. And I think they're just motivated to give us everything that they have as well to make the season the best for us.
Is it a big group of seniors here? Does it feel like there's a lot on it for you, your class you know, because sometimes players put pressure on it a little bit, like, I want to make this count. I want to make this thing count. You know, what does that feel like going into this class?
Yeah, it's a big group of seniors. I think there's about 10 of us. So, and a lot of them started here together. So I transferred, so I wasn't here originally. But for some of the girls, this is their last time playing. They don't really want to go pro, but they want to leave everything out this season. So it means a lot to them, for sure. It definitely means a lot. Like, our conversations in the locker rooms, our senior meetings with the coaches, things like that. Everyone really shows that they want to be here. They want to give it their all. And it's emotional for everybody.
Yeah. And I know when that first game rolls and when things actually kind of get rolling, you know, obviously, then I would imagine it kind of takes the mindset out of that, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I think there's interesting aspects of sports where you get reflective at the beginning and then you get reflective at the end, but in the middle, you're just like, you're going at it. Do you feel like that when obviously you're preparing for your first game? What is that, tomorrow, right?
Yes, tomorrow, UC Davis.
Yeah. So when people listen to this, it'll be tomorrow, which will be the 14th. What is that like? Do you feel like things just kind of, you go away from that kind of thought once the season kind of kicks off, and when that thought starts creeping in again about, wow, this is it.
Yeah, because like once you're in it, you're in it. But I think there's so much anticipation because we had our exhibition game against Pacific, and you know the results wasn't exactly what we wanted. We tied 3-3, should have won by a lot more, but I think we were able to kind of see like, okay, this works. We're connecting here. This is like everything we've kind of been working for is like flowing and working out. And then once we do play UC Davis tomorrow, and I think we're going to have a great game, it'll just set the stage for the rest of the season. Because once we're in it, I feel like we're not going to be like, have these little moments like, oh my gosh, like this is our last time.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're just going to have to ride it through, and hopefully we're riding it all the way to the College Cup.
Yeah.
You never know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
You all got off to a great start last year in the preseason,
yeah.
right? Especially in the non-conference side, you know. And so, but, you know, you saw the record in conference, and I know there were a lot of tight battles, a lot of close ones there in terms of that. So is there a lot banking in the fact, like, we were close? Record-wise, it's not where it was, but you felt like a lot of things could have flipped in terms of that record because of how close you were in those Mountain West matches.
We were so close in the Mountain West matches. And preseason, like you said, we had such a great start, beating really good teams, really good ranked teams. And I don't know, it was such close games, and we were so close but so far. I know Colorado State was one in my head. I think we lost 3-2, and we were so close to winning that game, and it just sucked because we had so much potential that season, and it kind of just, we let it slide, like get out of our hands. So this year we just don't want that to happen. So
is there a lot of conversation about that, or
yeah,
how do you come out of that with a lot of the returnees? Do you build on that into this season, or I know it's a next day mentality sometimes in sports. Sometimes short memory works, but I wonder what that is like as far as the conversation leading into this season.
I think we tried to do the short-term memory. So after that season happened, new group of girls, it's spring season, and I think we really found what worked for our team in the spring. So with the newcomers, we only have 3, so not a lot. But with those 3 girls, we're kind of just like super past last fall. And, you know, there are some conversation like, okay, like that happened, but like, let's not have that happen. Like we need to like want it more than we did in the fall. So I think spring, we got all of that out and we had a really good go in the spring. So I'm really proud of this group for that. But yeah, I think we're ready. I think we're past that fall and we're moved on, short-term memory. And yeah,
and you've got a lot of good opportunity ahead right now to get things back because, you know, like I said last year, the momentum of the beginning of the season, you can find that again, and especially with some good opponents that are coming up. And here with, obviously, you got Davis, you got Poly, Santa Barbara coming in, Sac State, to just name a few. When match day arrives for this team, you know, what is exciting about this to showcase what this team is capable of, and maybe if you can enlighten maybe what kind of soccer we see from this Bulldog squad this year.
Those 3 names you just named, those are very respectable teams. So I think if we come out strong against UC Davis, Cal Poly's always a great game against us, and Sac, that'll just really give us that kind of confidence going into the season. I think this year's Fresno State women's soccer team, we're very possessive. We want to keep that ball. We want to build together, a lot of tiki-taka, a lot of things like that. And we just want to show off the talent that we all have. And that's really, we're all comfortable with the ball at our feet. So that's how we're going to play it this season.
What level of concentration does it take to be a possessive team in soccer? Because I got to imagine, you know, there's a lot to the sport, especially when you have to have a lot go right if you're going to make all of these passes work and have the percentage of passes be completed. So what level of concentration does it take to be a possessive soccer team?
I would say it's a high level for sure, because you have to trust your teammates, and we not only work on how comfortable we are on the ball, but it's also off the ball. So your teammates need to be constantly moving, constantly there for you as an option, and you have to be doing the same. And you also have to be checking your shoulder, looking up, making sure that you see these options and playing quick. So high level concentration, and we've really been working on just being able to trust each other and kind of have that instinct of, because I play midfield, so I have 2 other midfielders with me, and I feel like our chemistry together has gotten so good this preseason because I'm trusting them and they're trusting me, and I kind of know the runs that they may make and they know the runs I like, so things like that. A lot of concentration.
Yeah.
Do
you feel a lot of responsibility being in that midfield with a lot of that possessive style soccer? Like what level of importance do you feel like your role is in terms of the strategic part of this team?
I feel like it's a lot of importance. I think if I'm not doing my job, then it really affects both sides of it, the attackers and the defenders. I just really try and do my job and just fill in where I need to be filled in. And obviously I'm a hard worker, I like to say, and I'm also very possessive. I like to keep the ball, slow the game down, and being the only attacking mid up there, I really need to make sure I'm combining with the D mids and the defenders, and being that like that plug for the forwards too. So I'm like that person like connecting both of them together. So it's a big importance, and I really like it. I like being involved in all the plays. I like being involved defensively and offensively. So it gives me a lot of like room to like I said, I like being creative. So it gives me all that room and everything I want to do on the field. Yeah.
Well, you were named to a preseason watch list for this season. You know, what honor does that bring, and does it provide any spark for you when you see the preseason stuff come out about the conference and everything like that?
It's such an honor, and I'm just like very proud of myself because I feel like I've been working really hard all spring, all preseason, and it's just nice to like see like, wow, my hard work's really paying off. And I just really want to be a big contribution to this team and help this team win. So yeah, it's great. And it gives me a lot of confidence for sure going into season, and a little bit of pressure, but I do like a lot of pressure. I think it makes me a better soccer player. So yeah, definitely. I'm loving that. I'm grateful for that for sure.
That's fantastic. Alexis Campbell here, Fresno State Women's Soccer, and on Behind the Bench here. I want to talk about just your journey a little bit about getting to here, because it is, everybody takes their own path to get to this program. You come from Canada. You were at Cincinnati beforehand, but I want to go back to just your family ties. A lot of good soccer in there. I'm even pointing out to your sister, who some say best soccer player at Dayton.
Oh yeah, Hall of Famer at Dayton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like watching her play before you, and what kind of inspiration did she provide?
So my sister, she's 10 years older than me. So I kind of watched her grow up, go through the college experience. She went to University of Dayton. And, me and my parents were driving down there on weekends to go watch her and her teammates play. And it was insane. I think the reason I really started getting into soccer was because of her. And she's always been such a good player. And my dad, my dad loves the game. He loves it. And he loves his girls. My parents did so much for me. And, watching my sister, she played for Team Canada, U20s, Hall of Famer at University of Dayton, and leading, I think, top goal scorer ever at that program.
That's what I got. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just like I had a big shoes to fill. Me and her are definitely two different players, but just even training with her, getting to watch her, it's so motivating. I got to meet so many amazing soccer players because of her. Like Kadisha Buchanan, I'm just going to shout her out because I always admired her. She plays for Team Canada.
Yeah.
But watching my sister grow up was amazing. And it kind of made my path going to college so much easier because my dad's been through it. So when he was like, okay, Alexis, we're going to get you to play D1. That's your goal. We're going to do it. He kind of knew the path that it took. So it was a lot, I think, an ease on my parents. I was his second daughter doing it.
Well, I got to imagine, and like you said, you kind of ease the experience per se, because you get to lean on, obviously, your dad and your sister going through it, and I'd imagine, finding your path to that D1 side, which you got to Cincinnati there. I'm curious, what drew you to Fresno, because that's you can't really drive from Ontario, Canada to Fresno. It's more of a flight. But what about Fresno in California drew you to this part of the country to learn soccer or to play soccer?
So when I decided I was going to transfer from Cincinnati, I was kind of like, okay, I wanted to look bigger than just soccer, kind of. I wanted to go somewhere warm, no snow. I grew up with snow.
I'd be tired of snow too.
Oh yeah, so much snow, and at Cincinnati definitely got real cold over there. So I'm just imagining me 7 a.m. in the morning tying my cleats, shivering. I was I think I need a little break from that. And the beauty of that playing college soccer is you can go anywhere you want to go. So I think my biggest places where I wanted to go was Florida, California, even Texas. And I also love how California girls play soccer. It's very how I play, very possessive, very on the ground. And when I was in that transfer portal and Fresno State reached out to me, I've heard of them because of their football programs and their basketball programs, but I wasn't too sure about the soccer. And Brian sent me film. I came and visited and met the girls, instantly fell in love with the team. And I can still stand on that today. I love these girls down. They're amazing girls. And I love the coaching staff. I wanted a coach that would allow me to be creative, like I've talked about. And that was Brian. He stood by me, and I might have tried one or two things. He's like, let's not do that again. But he still stood by me. And yeah, I was like, you know what? Fresno State it is. It's in the Valley. It's in California. Yeah, but Mountain West Conference, very competitive conference. Utah State, which I feel like is a known soccer program. Same with San Diego State and Colorado State, those in Boise. So there's some big names in the conference. And I was like, I want a competitive conference and somewhere warm. And yeah, Fresno State had it all for me.
Somewhere you can avoid the snow, or at least go to the snow when you want to.
Yeah, exactly.
When you have It's great to see you here, and obviously coming off of last year to this year, where do you hope your game grows? We mentioned like what your responsibilities are, but where do you hope to grow your game in this year and this season?
I just want to bring out the best player I can be, and I know I haven't reached that yet. Obviously, you're always chasing that. So, I think I just want to score as much as possible. I think that I've been more of a playmaker in the past, and I don't have a lot of stats because I'm more of, I'm doing the dirty work. I'm playmaking, things like that. And this year I really want to score for my team and assist more, things along those lines. And then, of course, reach a high potential to possibly play pro after. Yeah. So that would be amazing.
Obviously. Get into it. And soccer's growing day by day, year by year. You see the Women's League out there and getting a lot more popularity. We see the Women's World Cup gain a lot of popularity. What is it like to just see the sport grow in that interest and seeing it pop up everywhere around the country where people have more access to watch women's soccer?
It's so motivating because I get to watch women play Chelsea, and I get to watch the NSL league in Canada that just started, and I know so many girls, girls I've played with in the past that are playing there, and they're getting paid a decent amount and they're loving it. It's a great experience. I think we never had that in Canada before, so that's amazing. And just having so much access to women's sports, it's funny because my dad, he's such an advocate for women's sports. He always has a women's game going on, and I love that for him because he's really motivated me to watch all these women's sports. Even I used to watch a lot of men's soccer and look up to men's soccer players and things like that, but the men's game is so different than the women's game, I feel, in little tiny ways. So being able to just find my women players that I really look up to, it's great. I love it.
I'm curious. Did you end up going to I'm sure you got a chance to go see the World Cup when it was in Canada, right? Mm-hmm. Was that a soak it in moment,
a great experience
for you?
Oh yeah, great experience. And seeing the talent from these women, it's and they're not all super young, they're older and so mature players. So it's crazy to look up to girls like that, women like that, I guess, and be able to see wow, I'm not even close to my potential. It's motivating though. It's motivating.
That's awesome. Let's bring it around and go full circle here and go back to just quickly Fresno State, and I'll leave it on this question. What is the potential of this team, and where can it go this year for the Fresno State Bulldogs?
This team has so much potential, and when I say that, I'm genuinely saying I love playing on this team because of how talented these girls are and how connected they are on the field. So the potential of this team, I see us winning the conference. There's no reason why I don't think we should win. We are such good girls. We work hard, and everyone's so passionate about playing. And this is our last year together with this complete group of girls. So everyone's we got to make it happen this year for each other, for this program, for our coaches. So yeah, I see us winning this conference, honestly. And College Cup would be amazing. Yeah. That would be a great experience.
We love winning here at Fresno State. I think I think you've gotten the sense of that for sure around it all. So we can't wait to see what this team is capable of. Of course, the season home opener I think will be August 21st.
Yes.
So people get a chance to go see you guys play Cal Poly over right there next to Bulldog Stadium. Alexis, fantastic info there, and I appreciate you coming on the show, and best of luck on the rest of the season.
Thanks so much for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Behind the Bench right after this on 1430 ESPN.
At Citizens Business Bank, we've been taking a personal approach to banking for over 40 years and are consistently recognized as one of the top performing banks in the nation. Hi, I'm Susan Woosner, Senior Vice President and Manager of Citizens Business Bank in Fresno. We believe in the importance of building long-lasting and genuine relationships with our customers. We want to provide you with the solutions you need to grow your business because your success is our success. Citizens Business Bank, member FDIC.
Are you tired of waiting forever for your prescriptions? Grizzly Pharmacy is here to tame your healthcare needs. We fill most prescriptions in 15 minutes or less, always accepting new patients, and enjoy free delivery to your home or workplace in Fresno and Clovis. We accept all major insurance, including Medi-Cal, Blue Cross, and Optum Rx. For our Fresno location, please call 559-424-0423 or visit grizzlypharmacy.com for more information.
Sports fans, whether you're gearing up for your next adventure or simply searching for the perfect ride, Ed Dina's Auto Center has you covered. Now, let's hear from the 2018 Mountain West champion, Marcus McMarion.
Hey, it's Marcus McMarion. At Ed Dina's Auto Center, they'll make car shopping as smooth as a game-winning play. Whether it's a truck, SUV, or the car of your dreams, their incredible team is here to guide you every step of the way. Ed Dina's Auto Center in Dinuba and now in Visalia off Mooney Boulevard. Online at eddinasautocenter.com.
For 80 years, Fresno Pacific University has been shaping the heart and soul of California as the Central Valley's only accredited Christian university. Today, our deep faith roots and pride in our community drive us to provide affordable, career-relevant education that transforms the lives of our students and the communities they serve. Discover your calling through over 100 undergraduate and graduate programs offered on campus or fully online. Fresno Pacific University. Learn more at fpu.edu.
It was 106 degrees. The Johnsons were sweating, and their AC, dead silent. But 2 doors down, the Millers, cool and comfortable. Why? They called Lee's Air for a $99 AC maintenance before summer started. We catch problems before they catch you. Don't sweat the heat. Beat it. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. Fast, friendly, guaranteed. Call now or schedule at leesair.com.
I make sure that we have plenty of parts for the service department and the customers in the front counter.
That's Al Carmona, parts manager at Pioneer Equipment Company.
A lot of farmers come in, they know what they want, and if they don't, we try to help as best as we can.
Pioneer carries a wide selection of Kubota, Land Pride, and Nelson parts. Stop by and see us in Fresno or Reedley. We'll get you a cup of coffee and the parts you need.
We have really good customers. Pioneer Equipment's a great place.
Visit PioneerEquipmentCA.com.
JTV Jewelry Television knows you love to sparkle, so now's your time to shine like the star you are. Enter JTV's Shine Like a Star sweepstakes for your chance to win $5,000 in dazzling jewelry from top brands, including Rachel Zoe Jewelry and Judith Ripka Jewelry. Plus, just for entering, get $30 off your next qualifying JTV purchase of $99 or more when you opt in for emails. Enter now at jtv.com/likeastar. And remember, if you love jewelry, you'll love JTV.
I've been having dreams.
Sports leader. Let's wrap up the show with the one and only thing I know how to wrap up the show with, and that is my favorite segment. One more time, Jorge. Send us in the weekend with some good guesses here. You ready? You ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
We end our 50 states in 50 days with Pennsylvania. The great state of Pennsylvania. All right. Number 3 athlete from the state of Pennsylvania, according to ESPN, is a 13-time All-Star. He is an American League MVP. He's won the Home Run Derby 3 times. Big-time Gold Glover, big-time Silver Slugger award winner as well. 10-time Gold Glove, 7-time Silver Slugger.
Can you get the name of the team that played for him?
No, God, no.
Come on.
He has 630 career home runs, 7th in MLB history.
600 career home runs?
Yeah.
630. Is that Mark McGwire?
Oh, it's not Mark McGwire. He's homered in 8 straight games in 1993, which is tied for the longest streak in Major League Baseball history.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr., yes, born in the state of Pennsylvania. There you go.
Right.
Number 2 athlete. He's a 2-time NFL MVP, 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, 4-time Super Bowl champ.
Joe Montana.
It is Joe Montana. There you go. 3-time Super Bowl MVP. One of 3 players that have multiple NFL and Super Bowl MVP awards. Only other guys to do it, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. One of 3 starting quarterbacks to win both the college football national championship and Super Bowl. Can you name the other 2?
To win national champion and Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Ooh. Are the quarterbacks?
Yeah.
It's got to be... No, it wasn't Tom Brady. It wasn't...
I'll let you...
give me a clue. Give me a clue.
Let's do the final athlete. We'll go back to that one.
Okay.
This last player, number 1 athlete from Pennsylvania, 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 4th in the NBA's all-time scoring list. He is an 18-time NBA All-Star. He won the NBA MVP as well, and he is one of the greats.
18-time?
18-time NBA All-Star.
Tell me if you play in the West Coast.
He did.
Kobe Bryant.
It is Kobe Bryant.
All right.
There you go. Let's go back to that question, though, before we close out the show.
All right. Quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks that have won the national championship in the Super Bowl. Joe Montana's done it. There's 2 others. One old and one recent.
One old. Joe Flacco won. No, he hasn't won a Super Bowl.
Delaware is not a national champion. You want the old one or the new one?
Let me get the old one.
Joe Namath. Did it for Alabama and the Jets.
Jalen Hurts.
Alabama and the Eagles. You're correct.
Yeah.
There you go. Both Alabama guys.
Both Alabama guys.
Yeah, Alabama guys. Jorge, Giants baseball is up next.
Well, good luck with that.
Good luck with that, Giants fans. Is that what we're saying? Good luck. Good luck.
Hopefully we win, man. I need a win. Let's win tonight.
Little reminder of the schedule moving forward. Central Valley Sports Report tomorrow, 10 a.m. to noon. Once again, Paul Metters will be on the hosting duties with that. A's are going to have the Angels all weekend as well. And another reminder, 7:90, we have Grizzlies baseball on 7:90. That's a 4:50 pregame, 5:05 first pitch from Chick Chansey Ballpark. Grizzlies in Stockton Ports then. Jorge, good show.
Great show.
We will see you Monday, 3 o'clock for another edition. Giants baseball coming up later. See you later.
For over 60 years, we at DeBono